Good morning dear students. Let's continue our chapter number 13, time and motion. In the last lecture we have studied about time. Now come to the motion. Before explaining this word motion, I want to explain the rest position or the stationary position, because one cannot understand an object in the motion without understanding the concept of rest position. An object is said to be in the rest position if it does not change its position with respect to time or with respect to the surroundings. Okay, that means if an object is in stationary position, it will never change its position. It will be fixed. For example, trees, electric poles, table, chair, etc. But if an object is in a motion, then it will change its position with respect to time or with respect to stationary things or with respect to the surrounding. That means a person or an object which is in motion will change its position continuously. For example, car, bike, trains, buses, of course when they are running. Okay, or if I talk about this fan, it is also changing its position with respect to time. Its blades are moving, that means it is also in motion. Although it is fixed, but its blades are moving, that means it is also in motion. So I hope the concept of motion is clear. You have also studied it in earlier classes in last class, so you know very well the types of motion. There are several types of motion. One is rectilinear motion. What is rectilinear motion? The motion in a straight line. That means the motion in which object moves in a straight line, that is rectilinear motion. Next one is circular motion. That means the motion in which object moves in a circular path, that is circular motion. For example, the motion of earth around the sun, it is circular motion. The next one is rotational. What is rotational motion? Rotational motion, when an object moves on its axis, that will be the rotational motion. For example, again the earth also revolves on its axis. That's why day and night come. So this is the example of rotational motion or the spinning top. Okay. Next one is periodic motion. What is periodic motion? In this type of motion, object repeats its motion again and again, but there should be a fixed time interval between the repetitions. That means when an object repeats its motion after a fixed interval of time, then it will be called periodic motion. Again, in this we can have the example of earth, because earth has a fixed time to revolve around the sun. Earth has a fixed time to revolve on its axis. So in both the cases, that are periodic motion, etc. There are several other examples which you have read in the earlier classes. Now there are two types of motion. One is slow motion, whereas another is fast motion. How will we define slow motion or fast motion? If an object travels certain distance in larger time, it took long time, then it will be said to be in slow motion. But if an object is covering same distance in small amount of time, that will be in the fast motion. So slow motion takes larger time, whereas fast motion is smaller time. But again, this is not the accurate way to define the motion, because if a person is in the car, it is fast as compared to the person who is riding the bicycle, but it is slow as compared to the person who is in the aeroplane. So this slow motion or the fast motion is not the accurate way to define a motion. So how we will define it? We can define it by a new term, that is speed. You have heard it several times, but let us see what is the concept of speed. Actually, speed of an object is defined as the distance travelled in per unit time. That means in 1 second how much distance is travelled by an object. That is called the speed of that object. So we define the formula as distance travelled divided by time taken. Is it clear? Now see here, distance travelled, it is the length, whereas time taken, it is time. So here the unit of distance travelled will be meter and the unit of time will be second. So the unit of the speed, SI unit of speed is meter per second. According to the applications, we can convert these units into larger or smaller. In general, we use it as kilometer per hour. If I have to define the speed of a bus or train, then I will define it as 5 km per hour, 50 km per hour, etc. This is the unit which we generally use. But remember, the SI unit of speed is meter per second, because the SI unit of distance is meter and the SI unit of time is second, not the kilometer, not the hour. I hope you understand. So children, how will we measure the speed of a vehicle? For this purpose, there is an instrument on the dashboard of vehicle, that is speedometer. Along with that, one more instrument is there, odometer. What is the difference between these two? Speedometer indicates the speed of the vehicle when it is in the running position. It shows the speed at that instant in kilometer per hour. The unit of the speed is kilometer per hour. Okay, whereas the odometer shows the total distance travelled by the vehicle, that is also in kilometer. Both the instruments are situated on the dashboard of the vehicle. I repeat, speedometer indicates the speed on that particular instant, whereas odometer shows the total distance travelled by the vehicle. Okay, now let's have one numerical. This is the speed of the moving car is 72 km per hour. Calculate its speed in meter per second. Again, in this question, what we have to do? We have given the speed in kilometer per hour, but we have to change the unit. We have to find the same speed in meter per second. So there is a concept of changing the units. Whenever we want to change the larger unit into the smaller, we multiply it. Okay, and if we want to convert smaller unit into the larger one, we will use division. Okay, so here we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, and 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, of course we know. And if I say how much second, we know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 1 hour will be equal to, we can multiply these two. So 1 hour will equal to 60 into 60 seconds. That means 3600 seconds. Is it clear? Here we want to convert kilometer into the meter and hour into the second. So we find out 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 or 3600 seconds. Now we have to convert this 72 kilometer per hour. So 72, there is kilometer, we want to convert it into the smaller one, so we will use multiplication. So we will multiply this 1000, that means this is 1000. Now 72 kilometer is converted into meters. Again this one is hour, so we want to convert this hour into second. So we write here, there is 1 hour but we have to convert it into the seconds, so we will multiply this one by 3600, so it will be 3600. Okay, we will solve it. This 36 will be cancelled out, so it will become 20. What I have written here? I have written here it is 72 kilometer per hour. This is written here as this. Now when I have changed this values, then it comes 20, so it is in meter per second. So the speed of the moving car is 20 meter per second. Now we will take another question. A school bus takes 45 minutes to cover a distance of 27 kilometers. Calculate the speed in kilometer per hour and meter per second. Here the time is given and the distance is given. Okay, we have to find out the speed. We will start it, but first of all see the units, kilometer per hour and meter per second. Distance is already given in the kilometer, so we don't have to need any change in the distance, but here the time is given in the minutes, whereas we want here hours, so we will convert these 45 minutes into the hour. Okay, let's start with the given quantities. Given is time taken by bus. How much time is there? 45 minutes. Now as we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, we know it. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now we want to change this unit into the hour. This is smaller one, this is larger one. So to convert smaller unit into the larger, we use division. So 45 minutes will be equal to 45 upon 60 hours. Okay, we will divide this value by 60. So 45 by 60. When we convert it, it will be 3 by 4 hours. It will be cancelled by 15. 15 3 ja 45 and 15 4 ja 60. Okay, so it will come 3 by 4 hours. Now the distance is given 27 kilometers and as we know that speed of a speed of an object or the speed of a school bus will be distance travelled upon time taken. So distance is 27, whereas time is 3 by 4. It will be converted as, it will be reciprocated, so 4 by 3, and when we cancel out this it will cut down by 9, so it will come 36 kilometer per hour. We have completed only one part of this numerical, another is still remaining. We have to convert the same answer in the meter per second. So for this conversion, it is larger unit and this is smaller unit. We know here that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So 36 kilometer will be multiplied by 1000. This will become this much meter. And again we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 multiplied by 60, that means 3600 second. We have solved it in the last example, so I am writing here it again. Okay, 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Now in place of 36 kilometer per hour, we will write, in place of 36 kilometer we will write this thing, in place of hour we will write this thing. So it will become 36 multiplied by 1000 upon 3600. This will cancel out, 36 cancel out, and the answer will be 10 meter per second. That's all. Now the next question is, Salma takes 15 minutes from her house to reach her school on a bicycle. If the bicycle has a speed of 2 meter per second, calculate the distance between her house and the school. Here what are the given values? We have given time, that is equal to 15 minutes. Okay, and speed, that is equal to 2 meter per second. And what we have to find? Distance. Okay, distance we need to calculate. Now we know the formula of speed. What is the formula of speed? Speed is equal to distance upon time. So by this formula we can calculate the distance. Distance will be equal to speed multiplied by time. We will use this formula in this question. Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Okay, now again we have to see the units. Here the time is given in the unit minutes, whereas the speed is given in meter per second. So we have to convert this minutes into the second. Again, minute is a larger quantity, whereas second is the smaller quantity. So we will use multiplication. Okay, we know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 15 minutes will be equal to 15 into 60 seconds. That means 900 seconds. Is it clear? 15 minutes is equal to 900 seconds. Now the given time is equal to 15 minutes, that is equal to 900 seconds. Now we have to find out distance. For this we have to multiply speed multiplied by time. So distance is equal to what is the speed here? 2 meter per second, 2. And what is the time here? 900. So we will multiply these two quantities and we will get 1800 meters. Why it is meters? Because the speed is given in meters. So the distance that we calculate is in meters. 1800 meter. Okay, we can convert in calculator, we can convert it into the kilometers also. How? We will divide it by 1000. This answer is also correct, and if you want to convert, then we will convert it. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. We have to convert this smaller quantity into the larger one, so we will divide it. So 1800 meter will be equal to 1800 upon 1000 kilometers, and that will be equal to 1.8 kilometers. Is it okay? And that is your final answer.